Well, welcome back. As we say, we're bringing you shots of as much as we possibly can. And here we recorded this slightly earlier. It was the start of, we were talking about the double canoes, but now there's actually four-man canoes that are heading off there. I can imagine that's also quite a challenge as they take to the Dusi and do the best that they can and the best time that they possibly can. And there you can also see there's some three-man canoes. So you start off from single going all the way up to four. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this particular race is really for the singles. And those are the ones that they can actually win the race. But this is the very first time that four-man canoes have been allowed into it. But to tell us more about this, and of course to tell us more about the development of the Dusi and what happens to the particular areas, I'm joined by the chair of the Hansa Power Dusi, Cameron McKenzie. Cameron, good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Pietermaritzburg, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's very good to be here. I was busy rambling on about single canoes, double, triple, and now up to four-man canoes. Tell us about those. How does it actually work?
Well, it's the people in the canoe is the Gandhi brothers. It's two brothers and their sons. Yeah. They've done it. They were the first people to do it in a K3, which is a three-man canoe, and this year they had a canoe specially built, a K4, which is shorter than the normal one, and they're going to try and get to Durban in it.
Is it, I mean, what is easier? I can't imagine that four men in a canoe is any easier than single. I suppose you're sharing the power out, but it's difficult to go in sync.
No, definitely not. You've also got three people to argue with.
Exactly.
But no, they're doing it more because it's never been done before, and it's more of a challenge. You know, the Dusi was all about challenges. You know, from the winner to the last person, everybody's got their personal challenge. Yeah. Now, we like to believe that everybody finishes a winner in our race, and it's an adventure. It's an adventure that was started by Dr. Ian Player. You know, we're proud of the progress we've made. We were intruders in the valley years back. We're now accepted by the community. For the first time, we're hoping to get 10 local paddlers in the top 50. Now, Martin Dreyer, a past winner of the Dusi, has decided to put something back into it, and he's taken these youngsters, and we're very excited.
Now, they're in the race. The 10 paddlers are in the race, and I know he was saying that he wants at least some of them to finish in the top 10. Do you think this is possible?
Very much so. Wow. There's a huge amount of talent there, and the encouraging thing is the people he's training are only the people that are walking distance of his training camp. So there's huge talent, untapped raw talent in the valley, and we plan to mine more of it.
What about Michael Mbajwa, the man that everybody's talking about? How did he start out?
The defending champion.
Yeah.
He started as a development paddler, but you know, there's no ways he's a development paddler now. He's there through plain hard work and guts, and he's got a very, very good chance of walking away in Durban and being the winner.
Well, that I look forward to, because he came down. I think he was part of the first batch, and he was screaming down this. I mean, you see people getting stuck, and in between, he made it look so easy.
Well, one of the most awe-inspiring sights I've ever seen was Michael Mbajwa last year coming up Burma. You know, this rampant Zulu. I think he ran up 2 minutes faster than anybody's ever run up Burma with Martin Dreyer. And he's a phenomenal sportsman. And a terribly nice guy as well, the great ambassador for our sport.
Well, I tell you, that's an inspirational story. And it's a story, as you're saying, is that we cannot, I think, as South Africans, believe the untapped talent that we've got. I mean, race training just people within walking distance. Can you imagine going further into the valleys around the area? Is that a project that's underway?
It very much so. I had a meeting with the Amakosi a week ago, and it is something that we're all passionate about, and we are going to be doing, and watch this space.
How else would you say the communities in the area benefit from the Dusi?
You know, a lot of people go tripping down there. Relationships are made. The paddlers support the local drinking spots, and it gives exposure to the valley tourism, and overall, it's great.
Okay, we're being interrupted here because there's been a little collision there. This looks a bit scary.
This is chaos. This is what the fish and chips is all about. These guys will dust themselves off, get back in their canoes, and they're all going to make Durban.
What is the time what is the winning time for the Dusi?
The winning time is going to be around about 10.5, 11 hours. Okay. Some people do that every day.
It sounds it's tiring just speaking about it. It really is. But that's over the 3 days.
Correct. That's over the 3 days.
No, it's only, as we began off our conversation speaking about the 2 men, 3 men, 4 men, but only a single can win. Is that correct?
Correct. Each year, what we did was we made a decision. The one year it's a K1 race, which means it's for singles. The following year is in a K2. That's to just to concentrate the competition. Obviously, it's only for the prize money, the top people. Then you get the fish and chips of people at the back who they'll come in anything that floats and give it a crack, and they're there for the experience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just hearing the crowds, and as I hear the crowds, I turn around and I see another collision. This is the first collisions I'm actually seeing. I don't know suddenly why. Are these groups less experienced than the previous ones?
Correct. That is experience. This is now the heart and soul. This is the pulse of the Dusi.
Yeah.
And these are the people that make it, that probably haven't trained as hard as they have, probably decided to do the Dusi over a can of Hansa last year and haven't done as much as they should have done, and now they're paying for it.
Yeah, they think it's fun and games until you get in that water. Now, the 10 participants that were under the training, or in the training camps, have they already left? Have we sort of spotted them?
Yes, they left. They left in the front batches. All of them were either in the A batch or B batch, which is the start. You know, everybody seeded according to ability, and they were in the front, and we're looking forward to great things there.
I hope so. I really do, because I mean, those are the stories that you want to share, not only with South Africa but with the world. And you talk about somebody else like Michael going and doing events overseas as well. This is a reality.
Yes, correct. He has represented his country before in marathon, and yeah, it was very rewarding to see him as a youngster coming out of the valley, barefoot, not all that much. He's now a professional athlete and he's earning good money and travelled the world plying his trade.
What about more transformation? Is it fast enough? I mean, let's talk about black women participating in this.
We've had them. You know, sometimes we've taken sort of the slow and steady, more like the tortoise rather than the hare, and the transformation and the progress we've made is all genuine, it's meaningful, and it's not just window dressing, and we're proud of it. You know, the people that are there purely on merit, and they're doing us proud.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you very much, Cameron McKenzie, for putting this together, also chatting to us here on Morning Live.
It's a great pleasure, and thank you very much, and welcome to Maritzburg.
Thank you once again. Let's take a break. We'll have more action from the Dusi out of Pietermaritzburg after the break. It's 20 minutes before 8.